Welcome to Jeo Tv online news at 9. I'm in fact Ismail. The news headlines. Tinubu presents 2025 budget of restoration with bold economic reforms. Federal government opposition clash over Tinubu's economic reforms. Northern governors deploy vigilantes as Northwest stops 2.2 trillion ransom. Federal government plans youth bank to boost entrepreneurship. Jeo says Illinois emerges first at IUDP 59th Annual National Conference final quiz competition. 500 beneficiaries receive food materials from former Car First Lady Omolola Ahmed. CBN says daily maximum cash out limit of 100,000 naira for POS operators. LCCI seeks sustained reforms to spur growth. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has presented the 2025 Appropriation Bill to a joint session of the National Assembly on Wednesday, outlining an ambitious financial plan themed the budget of restoration, securing peace, rebuilding prosperity. The proposal focused on stabilizing the economy, creating an equitable environment for business, and fostering inclusive growth. The president emphasized that the budget was designed to align with the administration's Renew Hope agenda, prioritizing poverty reduction, equitable income distribution, and human capital development. The federal government and opposition parties clashed on Tuesday following the criticism of the economic policies of the Bola Tinubu administration by the Delta State Governor Sheriff Oboroni. The People's Democratic Party and the Nigeria People's Party agree with the governor that Nigerians are being crushed under the weight of Tinubu's economic reforms. While the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, argued that the reforms had made more resources available to states. Idris further assured Nigerians will feel the benefits in 2025. The National Day of Statistics has revealed that Nigerians pay a total of 2.23 trillion naira as ransom over the 12-month period between May 2023 and April 2024. The sum was paid by households affected by kidnapping incidents, highlighting the growing threat posed by criminal activities in the country. According to the NBS latest crime experience and security perception survey report, an estimated 51.89 million crime incidents were recorded across Nigerian households in the reference period. The federal government has stated that it will establish a youth bank to offer loans, grants, and other financial products to support young entrepreneurs, fostering innovation and job creation. Minister of Youth Development, Adebele Olawande, communicated this at a media rally in Abuja on Tuesday. The minister said efforts are on the way to have a Nigerian Youth Employment Action Plan to address the country's unemployment problem. In celebration of its 59th Annual National Conference final quiz competition, the Illinois Emirates Descendants Progressive Union has hosted 5 secondary schools under Illinois Emirates. Government Secondary School, Illinois emerged first position, while Illinois Grammar School and Illinois Comprehensive High School came second and third, respectively. Others are Community Secondary School, Bonny, and Community Secondary School, Baboko. The quiz competition, which was held on Wednesday at IDP Secretariat, near Roundabout, Ilorin, Kwara State, aimed to broaden the knowledge of the students and impart newfound knowledge into them. National President of IEDPU, Alhaji Abdulmumini Abdul Malik, in his remarks, said that gesture was to create additional ways of promoting the intellectual growth of youngsters and stimulate the sense of healthy rivalry among the students.
Alhaji Aliu Ota, popularly called OAU, FSI. It was introduced because of the need to create additional ways of promoting the intellectual growth of our youngsters and stimulate the sense of healthy rivalry among them. It is also done to achieve one of the main focuses of the union, which is the promotion of education through the establishment of schools and making such schools functional. Today, the union has established more than 15 primary and secondary schools, making it the only community development association with the most number of schools in Kwara State, if not in Nigeria.
The national president also promised the union's unrelenting efforts in collaborating with government in ensuring more functional schools, promote learning, friendship, and ensure standard education system.
We are assuring you that we shall not relent in our efforts as we are prepared to continue to work with the government to make our schools more functional. This year's competition attracted 15 schools selected across the 5 local governments areas constituting Ilorin Emirate. The participating schools consist of private, grant-aided, and government-owned schools. It is our desire to increase the number of participating schools as year in, year out. We also intend to introduce inter-schools debate competition as well as sporting competition among schools across the Emirates. All this, we believe, will promote learning and friendship among our children.
Commending the IEDPU for the educative program, Kwara Central Senator Malam Salim Mustafa was represented by Barrister Alabi Abdulkarim, announced WAEC and JAM scholarship for participating students of the quiz competition.
In addition to whatever it is tí ìjòkó ní láti fi appreciate our fún performances that I should announce that each and every one of the students is entitled to free JAM, free WAEC. So we'll be liaising with the IEDPU láti mọ details when it is time.
In our submissions, Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Ajay Sadatu Modibo Kawu, represented by Director of the Ministry, Malam Abdulrazak Oloru, commended IEDPU while promising the government continued support in education. The event was graced by the chairman of the occasion, Alhaji Yahya O. Ahmad, former president of IEDPU, Alhaji Uthman Ota, Sugar Chairman, Professor Rahim Adamaja, was represented by Permanent Secretary 1, Malam Ibrahim Ahmed Mashood, Idi Ispri Ilorin, Professor Latif Sani, represented by Mr. Akintola, MA, Dr. A.R. Kamaldeen, represented by Engineer Jimoh Rahim, The representative of the third estate, Malam Raji Muhammad, among others. In the spirit of Christmas celebration, Lady Evangelist Omalewa Ahmed, founder of God's Mercy Solution Ministry and former Kwara State First Lady, has distributed food items and materials to about 500 beneficiaries. The philanthropic gesture, which took place on Wednesday, aimed to bring joy and alleviate the suffering of the people during the festive season. The beneficiaries receive food items such as rice, beans, semo, gari, as well as cloth materials, footwear, children's wears, among others. The event also witnessed medical outreach and checkups was done for the beneficiaries. According to Reverend Balaji Odejide, the mission of God's Mercy Solution Ministry is to reach out to the needy and offer solace to them. He stated that the gesture was to bring joy to the hearts of the people as Christmas approaches.
This program, let me even start with God's Mercy Solution Ministry. The vision of God's Mercy Solution Ministry was given to our mother, Lady Evangelist Omalewa Ahmed. And the Lord gave him this vision to reach out to the world and save people for Christ. It's a mandate to win souls and to bring transformation into their life. God's Mercy Solution Ministry is funded in such a way that Christ is being preached and Christ is being ministered. Majorly, our core value and core vision of God's Mercy Solution Ministry is to reach out. What we are doing here today, as we prepare for Christmas and as we celebrate the birth of Christ Jesus, we want to reach out to souls. We want to reach out to people. We want to bring joy into the heart of men. So we are gathered here today and we are reaching out to as many people as possible, especially the women, with the message of Christ, and also to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ by giving some materials, food, and some other things that will be beneficial for them.
He further said the kindness is part of Omalewa Ahmed's commitment to giving back to the community and spread the love and joy during the festive season. The beneficiaries in numbers appreciated a kind gesture, expressing that it was timely while praying for God to enrich her more. The Central Bank of Nigeria has introduced a new policy to strengthen its drive towards a cashless economy, setting a daily maximum transaction cash-out limit of 100,000 naira per customer for agency banking operators, widely known as point-of-sale operators. This directive, outlined in a circular issued on Tuesday by CBN's Payment System Management Department and signed by Oladimeji Isa Taiwo, aims to enhance the use of electronic payment channels, address operational challenges, combat fraud, and establish uniform standards across the industry. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry has said President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms, if sustained, have the potential to pull through critical deliverables for the economy to return to a growth path. It said the country will witness more impact of the reforms on fundamental indicators such as inflation, interest rates, and exchange rates. And that will be all on Just Events Online News at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Tinubu present 2025 budget of restoration with bold economic reforms. For government, opposition clash over Tinubu's reforms. Northern governors deploy vigilantes as Northwest stops 2.2 trillion naira ransom. Federal government plans youth plan to boost entrepreneurship. GSS LRN emerges first at IDP 59th Annual National Conference Final Quiz Competition. 500 beneficiaries receive food, cloth materials from former First Lady Omalewa Ahmed. CBI says the maximum cash out limit of 100,000 naira for POS operators. LCCI seeks sustained reforms to spur growth. Thank you for watching Trust Events Online News. When you find yourself down the ladder of life, never wait for people to pick you up. Rather, put yourself together and find a way forward. For more news, visit www.justeventsonline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tap at Just Events Online. You can also send us an email on justeventsonline@gmail.com. I'm Anifat Ismail. Good night.